is 3x squared minus 7x plus 2 equals y. This is the fourth problem we've done in class today. I have to do 12 more. Yeah. So, this is the AC method, which means I have to take the A term, the A coefficient I should be saying, I have to take the A coefficient and the C coefficient, multiply them together. I get 6. I actually have the same A coefficient and C coefficient as I did on a prior problem. But now I need them to combine to get to negative 7. So hopefully I can see the only way that's going to happen, can you guys, negative 6 and negative 1. Okay? So that means when I set up my two sets of parentheses, I'm going to be using negative 6 and negative 1. Even though negative 6 and negative 1 aren't going to multiply to give me 2, this is only temporary. And for the first term in each set of parentheses, I have to use the original A coefficient. Now I can see mathematically this doesn't work. 3x times 3x is 9x squared, not 3x squared. This doesn't work. So I have to remember to simplify. Meaning, I divide the 3x and the negative 6. They're both divisible by 3. So I get x minus 2. 3x minus 1 is not able to be simplified. So I set both of these equal to 0. Most kids at this point will get that x minus 2 equals 0. So if I add 2 to both sides, x equals 2. I need to write this as an ordered pair. The x value is 2, the y value is 0. But for the other one, I need to do 3x minus 1 equals 0. I add 1 to both sides. I get 3x equals 1. I then divide both sides by 3, and I get x equals 1 over 3, which means this x-intercept is 1/3, comma 0. So I have two x-intercepts. Both of them have the x value I found and the y value of 0, because if a point is on the x-axis, which is what an x-intercept is, the y value is 0. The y-intercept. The y value is the C term. It's whatever coefficient is by itself, whatever number is by itself in the equation. So the y-intercept is 0, comma 2. That's why everybody should have been able to get that one, and everybody should have gotten at least 20 points on their initial test. If I can factor, this factoring is more difficult, but if I can factor x-intercept, y-intercept, I'm going to get a D. Now I want to go on to the axis of symmetry. And if you've been sitting in this class listening or doing these videos, you know that the first question I'm going to ask you is, what did you get for the axis of symmetry? Not what the correct answer is, what did you put? The formula for axis of symmetry, put the phone away, is negative b over 2a. So the b coefficient is negative 7. Negative b means the opposite of b. The opposite of negative 7 is 7. 2 times 3 is 6. So my axis of symmetry is a line. It's x equals 7, 6. If I get out my calculator and I do 7 divided by 6, I get 1.166666 with a bar. I will take either of those. So I want you to answer on Edpuzzle now, what did you do wrong when you did this? Did you not know how to do it at all? Did you plug in a wrong number? Did you use a wrong sign? What did you do wrong? Because part of test corrections is evaluating what you did wrong so you cannot do it again. Then I need to take this 1.16 and plug it into this equation. That means I'm going to actually have 3 times 1.16 squared minus 7 times 1.16 plus 2. 1.16 squared is that. I had a lot of people give me 2.32 because they took 1.16 and they times it by 2. They didn't square it. That, I don't even want to write it, times 3. This is 4.0368 minus, I have to do 7 times 1.16. I'm so tired. 4.0368 minus 8.12 plus 2 equals negative 2.0832. But that's not the vertex, is it? That's the y value of the vertex. So it's 1.16 for the x value of the vertex, negative 2.0832 for the y value of the vertex. So I want you on Edpuzzle to answer what you did wrong in terms of what you had for the vertex versus what it should have been. I want you to go through and say you didn't know how to do it, you plugged it in wrong, you put it into the calculator wrong, whatever it is. And hopefully this is helping.